This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel, double check your notifications are on, and if you hit that like button or comment, double check it's working properly, because these bad actors are working overtime, suppressing channels that talk about the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, GME naked shorters are not going to stop until the liquidity runs out or the courts force them to do so. They are so trapped in this play that there's no escape for them. The ones who might leave a little early might get a little singed. The ones who stay till the end because they can't afford to get out are gonna lose everything. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell GME. I'm telling you that based on everything I've seen over the last 2 years, I know that the GME naked shorters are in deep trouble. GME is not going bankrupt. That is not on the table. They have too much cash on hands, and they have, I believe, in my opinion, very good leadership. And I have shills saying that Ryan Cohen is part of the problem and that this and that. Let me tell you something, and this is just my opinion. If Ryan Cohen was not determined to make GME grow, he would be taking a salary. He would not base his income on the share price of GME going up in value. Okay? He'd be doing what Adam Aaron does, taking huge amount of salary, huge amount of stock options, and doing absolutely nothing to improve the share price. But that's not what he's doing. He, in my opinion, is taking steps to make GME a great company long term. That is what I see. That is my opinion. And people are entitled to their opinion. They can draw their own conclusions. I believe, based on everything I'm seeing, based on how I think, how I analyze things, that Ryan Cohen is building GME to be a great company long term, regardless of the squeeze, which I believe is on the table. I believe it's on the table, but that's not what's important to me. What's important to me is the fact that I believe that GME is building for long-term gains, as a long-term hold, as shares that you can give to your grandkids and your great-grandkids. That's how long I see GME lasting, because in my opinion, and I've told you guys this multiple times, I see GME as a little Berkshire Hathaway. That's what I see. Could I be wrong? Of course. Of course I could be wrong. But that is what I'm reading when I look at GME. Anyway, here are the GME numbers. You know these numbers mean absolutely nothing because they do what they want. The SEC is not going to tell them anything. The DOJ is not going to tell them anything. The FBI is not going to tell them anything. And FINRA and the DTCC is in bed with them. I mean, they are FINRA. They are the DTCC. So are they going to police themselves? Of course not. Anyway, reported volume 3,801,008. 54.56% was sent to the dog pool. That's 2,100,000 GME shares was sent to the dog pool to manipulate the price. You know, a majority of that were the buy orders. 38.48% was shorted shares, so like 1,100,000 shares was shorted into the market to manipulate the price. Yes, the SEC knows. Yes, the DOJ knows. Yes, the FBI knows. But they do absolutely nothing about it. When shares appear out of thin air every single day, like a magic trick, and nobody wants to ask, where did those shares come from? It's absolutely crazy to me. And they claim they can cover all their GME short positions in 16.41 trading days. So they're saying in about 3 weeks, they can cover all their GME short positions. If they could have done that realistically, do you think they would still be in the play? They wouldn't be. Who would want to be short on GME right now unless you were forced to? Okay? Unless you got so over leveraged, you got so deep in the play, you can't escape. Who would want to be short in a company sitting on $9 billion in cash? Who would want to do that? No logically thinking person. The only people still short on GME is the people who can't get out of the GME play unscathed. And the minute they start to cover, the price is going to go to the moon, in my opinion. And once again, I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell GME. I'm just telling you that the naked shorters are going to get burned. No doubt in my mind about that. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that Ryan Cohen and the board are planning long-term gains for GME? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.